Alright, it is time to do the last review for today. Damn, also this time I'm going to react to Face of Mental Health. It's a short film about depression and suicide in students, and it's by Arthur Cody. Now, I know, I did my own short film for the mental health awareness short film. Y'all should go check it out. It's called Stuck. If y'all interested, no, sorry, if you're interested or what's your mind, go right ahead. But I I was a student as well, and I believe that I got caught in a very messed up type of stuff, and yeah, I mean there's a lot of things I need to like talk about, of course. So yeah, but let's check it out in five, four, three, two.
It's a bit of a hard conversation to have. I guess like you might not be able to see it on someone, but like it really can completely change the whole life.
Just crying endless nights, not sleeping. Yeah, it was horrible from the moment that I would walk into my house until the moment I would walk out. That would be my bad place in a way.
Started very young with heavy OCDs, anxiety, depression. Tried to kill myself at school when I was 11.
I started drinking a lot, doing quite a lot of drugs. Attempted to take my own life twice.
I've been taking the antidepressants for about 2.5 years, but every time I do this thing, every time I feel like I'm getting better, I'm like, oh, I don't need them anymore. Because I always see it as like being on antidepressants is a sign that you're still unwell.
I started pulling my hair, so suffered from trichotillomania, which made me pull out my whole head. So basically what I'm wearing here is just a wig.
Unless you've experienced it, it's really challenging to put yourself in that person's shoes and understand how they feel.
You just try to keep going. You just try to survive in a way.
You know, there's been just like a string of like student suicides at Bristol. It's horrible. Like it just seems like every time you open the paper, there's another one.
I had one friend who I came to university with, and we were in different halls, and we're on the same course. And I told him about my issues with wanting to drop out and how socially anxious I was, and he talked things through with me, and we went on this big walk. And then just I didn't hear from him again, and he'd taken his own life.
I think there's a big pressure when you go off to university. A lot of students like to go off straight away. Obviously, people want to get that experience of moving away from home and living on your own.
In the beginning, it was quite difficult because I literally left everyone that I knew, family, friends.
Just being in a new environment for me was quite stressful, not knowing anyone to begin with.
I guess there's also like academic pressures. You kind of go from being like a smart kid in your classes to kind of being very middle of the pack.
You have to pay attention to deadlines, all the projects, all the essays, go to lectures and go to work. I feel like everyone is struggling with something, but we are all hiding it.
Anxiety, depression, addictions, OCD, PTSD, everyone suffers from something. I think everyone's going to go through depression once in their life.
I think we should educate people on what exactly depression is. People just kind of think, oh, you're depressed, okay, you had a bad breakup or just a bad day. It's not as simple as that.
And it's really challenging. It's really hard to get across like how debilitating it actually is, especially when you don't understand it yourself. And you just don't know how other people are going to take it. It's hard, it's very stigmatized.
We should all have compassion and not be afraid to share.
Maybe instead of reaching out to some, student health service, just try to reach out to a friend first.
I read somewhere that like courage is contagious. Like once one person starts talking, it just encourages more people to talk, more people to open up about it.
It is hard to speak up, but in the end it will be a big relief.
Yeah, open up, don't be scared. It can save your life.
You can't watch that for days. Just has to be people. You can't. Started to. I mean, I'm not gonna lie, I was being suffer the same thing that always happens to me, of course, and and of course, during my high school course, during my high school, or in middle school, I should have did that while you know I get yelled at, I get blamed, I get blamed for, I get hit, by my own mom because during that. That's the only thing that's what like messed up my mental health because I just feel like I didn't want to talk to anybody right before that because even though it would like mess up my mental health because I can't trust like any one of them, especially my own my own mom, my own family because of it, and that's the only thing is because I've been living with my family for over like a year, and all I ever wanted was to live on my own house, but they won't let me because I don't know. That's how it's gonna cause more like mental health mental health issues because of it, and I been in a lot of situations when I like getting bullied, getting being called ugly and fat and all that. I was too weak. I was too weak, you know, try to fight back. But even though if I would try to fight back, I might get expelled. 'Cause I didn't even care about all the whole grades and all that. And that's the only problem that I followed along with it throughout like a years when I actually did graduated throughout in the at June 2015, and that's the reason why I actually and yes, I'm free. I can do everything I want when I want and all that, and yeah, that's the only reason how this always happens to me every single time, and of course I was the only person that I tried to survive for years after years, and even though if I ever still want to like hurt myself sooner or later because I've been like in a situation about most people like never understands everything about my life, and it just always happens like every single time, man. And I don't know, it just feel like whenever you try to explain the whole thing, still nobody will ever understands what you've been going through. I know a lot of people that never care about most people that have like anxiety and depression. and said, "Oh, you're being so melodramatic and all that type of stuff." And that's the only problem, man. They're being like very heartless bastards that don't even care about when man or woman that have like, yeah, you know, anxiety and a depression type of stuff, and alcoholism, and yeah. And that's the only problem in this world, man. Is a lot of things is full of fucked up people that are being total bastards that never care, that ever save a lot of people from anxiety, depression. But I know there's a lot of people who are very kind and being positive, saying, hey, don't do it, man. Um, I can help you. You just talk to me and we'll figure this whole thing out. And like, you know what? That's the only thing that I ever wanted, is that I didn't want someone to talk to, because, well, that's actually very kind and positive, all that type of stuff, because I know there's a lot of people that never cares. It's just fucked up, man. And I don't know why, man. But yeah, man. But I think that's gonna be it for today. Make sure you like, comment, subscribe, and click the bell notification down below. And I will see y'all next time. This does sign out. Bye.